Stick around because I'm going to show you how to assemble my beautiful butterfly quilt block. It's easy. Hi everybody, it's Claudia from Create with Claudia. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today I'm going to show you how to assemble my lovely butterfly quilt block. It's also a mug rug. It's a pattern that I sell over on my Etsy shop. I'm going to just show it to you here really quickly. This is the one. It's a PDF only. Very easy to do, but it does have a lot of smaller pieces, so I wanted to walk you through the whole process. And it is just so much fun. I am doing something fun over on Instagram and Facebook, both under my business name, Create with Claudia. I'm posting a block a day. So I'm making a batik butterfly garden, and these are all batik scraps that I've had. What a scrap buster this has been. I showed you this yellow one. Here's a really pretty purple one. I'll show you one more. Here's a pink one. I'm having so much fun with this, and actually over on Instagram and Facebook I'm telling people or asking people what color they would like to see next. It has been a great scrap buster. It's just been loads of fun. I need a lot of blocks. This makes a 7-inch finished block, this pattern, and so I need a lot to make a full-size quilt, but I cannot wait to finish this. I'm really getting into this. So again, the pattern is available in my Etsy shop, Create with Claudia. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to put this block together. Alrighty, here are the pieces you're going to need to make your lovely butterfly. You need a couple of border pieces. Some are a little bit thicker than others. You need 2 of those, 2 of those. You need, of course, the butterfly body, that's that center strip. And these are the wings, I call them. There's 2 for the bottom, 2 for the top. Some people like to do them all one color. I love to mix it up. Like I said, this is a big time scrappy butterfly garden. And then you need to make all these little sort of corners and angles. You're going to need some other pieces. You need 4 smaller pieces. You know what, let me pull a block over so you can see it. You need 4 of these smaller pieces to make the little diagonals right there on the center part of the butterfly. You need 8 of these larger squares, and that makes forms the wings, so easy to do that. And then you need 2 of these strips. They're not exactly square, and that's for the top of the center part, to make it long enough to fit the whole block, if that makes sense. You can see how it turns out. So the first thing I did, on those 8 larger squares, I drew a diagonal line on the back of all of them, because you're going to need that to sew on. That's your sewing guide. And then I just do that on these 4 smaller pieces as well. I just take my ruler and just draw a very pale line right down there. Hopefully you can see that. You could probably see it better on the darker ones. But you want to do that on the back of all of the squares. And then we're going to start sewing. So the first thing you do is you can take that center strip, okay, and you are going to, on the corner, line it up like so, with the right sides facing. So you'll see your drawn line there. Line it up nice and even on one of the corners. You can do this on all 4 corners, but we're going to just start with one. And actually, I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit so you can see it up close just a little bit better. Alright, so there it is. It's lined up nicely, right sides facing, so I can see my drawn line. I don't know if you can see that on the camera so well, but there is a drawn line there, and I'm going to sew right on that drawn line. Not on one side, just right on that drawn line. Alright, so there you can see my stitches. Let me hold it up to the camera. Just right on that drawn line is what I did. And then you're going to do one on the opposite end, whichever side, because you're going to need to do this 4 times on each corner. And just sort of line it up, making sure. And then again, sew on that drawn line. Alright, so I've done the 2 ends, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off that excess fabric. I just use scissors. You can use a rotary cutter if you prefer. Just cut it off, because what we're going to do, once that's cut, flip that back and press it nicely before we put on those other 2 corners. You have to do that, because if I put on another corner here, it would cover that up and I wouldn't be able to flip this side back. So you definitely want to do one on each end, trim and press, and then do the other side. All right, I pressed those out, and now I'm just going to do the same thing on this other side to form those points of that center section. All right, so here's that center part. I did both the pieces, flipped them out, pressed them. This is what it looks like on the back. I'm going to set that aside for now. And then we're going to work on those wings. So here is how I'm going to lay this butterfly out. You can lay it out, however you want. And this is where those larger squares come into play. And basically, I always have one block, or you can use the pattern to help you lay out these squares, because these two are going to be the same, and these two are going to be the same. You need them, they're going to be, how do I explain it? These two are opposite of corners for the white part, just like these two are opposite. So it helps me to lay one out or put the pattern next to me. And if you hear the little footsteps, that's my puppy dog running somewhere. You're going to line this up, kind of like we did with the other thing, or the other part, I shouldn't say thing. And then I'm just going to sew this, again, on, let me move down a little bit, on that drawn line. That's how you're going to sew. And I'm going to do that. I'm just going to lay out the first 4. This just helps me keep it organized because it's really easy to get these twisted around. Lay them out like so. And like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and take those to the machine and sew down those drawn lines. All right, so I've sewn those down. I'm not going to trim them yet. I'm just going to wait a minute because I want to sew the rest on. So now we're going to add these to the opposite corner, opposite diagonal corner. So it'll be like that. And we're going to do the exact same thing, just sew on that drawn line. It's easy to make just one of these blocks, but I like making a bunch at a time because you can chain piece them, so it makes it really easy to do. So now I'm going to sew down these other pieces. All right, you can kind of see it coming together now. And now, just like we did with that center section, I'm going to trim off past this line, past the sewn line. And again, I'm just using my scissors. I try to estimate about a 1/4 yard seam allowance. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then once I do that, I'm going to press it out nicely on all the corners, and then it'll be ready to start sewing this block together. I realized when I was getting ready to sew this together or show you how it lays out, I forgot an important step on this center part. You still have to add those little strips, those 2 pieces, to the top and the bottom. That'll make this strip long enough to fit in between the wings. So basically you're just going to line that up to that nice top and just sew right sides together and just sew 1/4 inch seam allowance. You're always going to use, throughout the whole thing, you want to use that 1/4 inch seam allowance. And just sew that to that end and this to that end, and then press them out. All right, there we go. That's better. You add those 2 little strips there at that end. And now we're going to just start adding the wings. Again, I lay it out so I can see it because it is easy to get twisted around. The first thing I'm going to do is piece these 2 together and these 2 together. Okay? Very easy to do, right sides facing. I will I'll probably flip that over. Let me move that over so you can see it. Right sides facing. I try to nest those seams, and then I will pin there just so I get a decent point. And then line up nicely, hopefully. So that 1/4 inch seam allowance along there, and I'll do that with this side as well. All right, those have been pressed. I sewed them together and I pressed them. And now you're just going to add this to the right side and this to the left side, and then we're going to add the borders on. So I like to sew with the strip on top. That's just sort of the way I like to do it. Line it up. You should line it up right there as well. And hopefully all lines up nicely. You're going to pin here to again get those nice. I pin there, and I'm going to pin down here. Once I sort of line it up, just make sure Everything lines up. I just always do a double check. And then I'm just going to sew a 1/4 inch along seam allowance along this edge, and it will fit. It bulged up there a little bit, don't worry about that, it'll fit. And then I'll add this to the other side. Alright, so here's that scrappy, beautiful batik butterfly. That's a mouthful to say. The next thing we do is we're going to add those borders. The first ones to add are the top and the bottom, and that's that smaller, more narrow strip, and you're going to add one to the top and one to the bottom. Alright, it's coming together. And last but not least, there you go, you see the two top and bottom added. Then you're just going to add the left and the right. And then we're going to press. Now I did press these out first before I add the borders. And then we press the whole thing, and then I'll show you how this one turns out, and I'll just show you a few of the other ones I've made so far. Here's my scrappy and beautiful batik butterfly, all part of my butterfly garden quilt I'm making. Like I said, I'm having fun over on Instagram and Facebook posting a block a day, so I'm going to show you some of the ones I did. So here's the pattern printed out. Here's the block. I just love this, and I'm getting so excited. I can't wait to finish this butterfly garden block. It's actually written to be a mug rug or a quilt block. It makes a nice small size. It should be about 7 inches finished, 7.5 unfinished. It's a PDF only. You can get it on in my Etsy shop. It's Create with Claudia is the Etsy shop. I'll have a link in the description. But just a great versatile block. It doesn't have to be scrappy either. You could do them all one color, but just a lot of fun, and I hope you give it a try. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.